I
Uh,
no.
I have a hand of dice in my hand, so I can't look yet. Let me put the edge of dice down here for a second.
All right, show off. Let me put down my giant pile of dice.
Larceny, stealing from plain sight. That is 5 motes in itself. So 19. So it's 9 motes on top of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 14 motes so far. On top of that's motes. Whoops, I fucked that up. Okay, this nice dice. On top of that's 14 motes. Do I have any? And can I get my long range bonus, Gray?
Yeah, go on. Seeing this is a kill or cure one.
Okay, and and what am I shooting for, Gray?
Gonna be at least 5.
That is at least 5.
Yeah.
Damn it.
A botch there would have been amazing.
Well, I'm assuming a botch there would have been Grey rolling a large number of attack actions, to be 100% honest.
No, I wouldn't even bother rolling actions at that point.
All right.
You just roll 55 dice and then say, okay, successes is how many damage you...
Okay, so basically be in the... All right.
Do 100 for how many chunks you end up.
So you see me pull out a bag and walk forward, and after a few moments of as if you're blind for a moment, you can't see what you can't see. The bag is not just full but bursting, and several around. There are several more around, just chock full of whispering daggers. As are trying to move.
Yeah, desperately trying to get back into formation.
Yeah, they're essentially tied around a light post and anchored down.
I like the idea of lassoing knives.
They're still trying to spin.
How does one wrangle a knife?
Very, very careful.
That's a good arm. That's a very good.
Yep.
Oh,
all right,
dear.
so
Knife wrangling, Jesus.
For now, the Tomb of Blades is.
It's deactivated, but not completely because I couldn't get rid of the knives. I can only just stop them.
You can feel them straining. You can feel them straining at the boxes.
We'd better be nowhere near this tomb when that charm wears off, because they're going to come flying out of your bag with vengeance, mate.
Well, that's why I'm leaving them. I'm leaving them on the outside. So, I mean, I would hate to think what would happen if they were. I don't have a bag of holding or something like that to put these in.
Well, no, the caravan is in a completely different place,
and
that seems to have somehow become our bag of holding. So
what would happen if we had them store these knives in their guild vault?
First of all, we'd have to break in.
All right. Okay, so that's
the guild vault is made of first stage materials, which probably wouldn't.
Clap, special warriors arrive. Okay, take these sacks. Go put them in places around the city. When the signal is shone and the Skull Fortress fires, unleash these bags and run away.
Just hope you're not on a direct line.
The thing is, they'll just fly back to the tomb and start flying.
But they'll fly. What would they fly through? Is the question.
That's true.
That's
actually.
a fair point. They probably have
I'm asking if we put them in the vaults.
We can't put them in the vaults.
Would they be able to get back? Or would they just make angry clouds of death in their vault?
But the thing is, getting them in the vault.
We'd have to get into the vault, and the moment the vault is open, they just leave.
If we would get to the vault, is the question. If we could have got to the vault, we would be stealing the contents of the vault rather than dealing with this chicanery.
Point.
Well, I mean, we could steal everything in the vault and also put the knives in there.
Yes, that we would be doing, but if we could do that, what we're currently doing is, I'm just saying that, for a good amount of chaos, just these
we're
currently
really trying to make as much chaos as physically possible. Yeah.
Yes, but we're just doing a thing of opportunity. We have spectral warriors. We can just have them place these around.
Opportunity, which does not include sneaking into the most secure vault.
We're not. I'm not saying going into the secure vault of creation. I'm just saying I want them just placed around, like where, like on the map. Where would you say this place is?
It's marked with an F.
F.
Had that.
Where is
They
it?
look in the
That's an
bastion.
E. That's a D.
Bottom corner of the Bastion district.
Where's the bastion?
The white dot next to the number 4.
Ah, there we are.
It's impossible to see.
The black dot or the white dot?
The white dot.
The one that doesn't have a 4 next to it.
If you zoom in enough, it finally comes into resolution.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, that does help.
It's a magical
So I mean, if we go and place them, say at the Hill District, Nexus District, you just having the spectral people place them around. When and if when they're released, they will essentially go straight back here, and they would basically probably go through a lot of something on the way, because they went through a war strider, didn't they not?
Okay, but what's the actual point of doing?
Reverse Claymore.
The hell's a Claymore?
Back towards enemy.
Back towards one point through everything else, so they would basically just cause a lot more mayhem.
Okay, but what is the practical point of that?
What's the practical point of where things here? We're trying to disable the city so to stop it from attacking us. I mean, hell, we could just put them on the outside of the guild house and just have them come this way, and when unleashed.
The issue is the guild house is made of first age materials, which these probably can't go.
Probably, who knows? Then I'm just trying to utilize our resource.
I think the plan of just having them up in the actual city is fine. Like, we're probably about to cause enough trouble for ourselves is trying to get out once this all goes loud. Let's not try and staple these to the town hall.
Yeah, that's true. There's also the issue of we're probably going to start picking up heat pretty soon.
Okay, yeah, that's why Spectral Warriors go and place these around, and then we can just go in.
No, I'm agreeing with Adam. Let's just do that. It's significantly less risky than half the other silly shit we're trying to plan.
That's essentially what I was saying from the beginning. So now, let's go on in. And presently, no one without supervision can detect that they were all stolen yet right now.
Well, we'd sort of have to in order to know that we can actually go up.
No, I mean we could, but mundane.
Yeah, it blocks mortal people from working out what's going on. The gist of this job.
Mm-hmm.
We know very well it's safe because he's on our team. So,
And I'm really...
And you trust him.
Told us.
I am really, really trying to hold down a thing, because I just spent 14 to 15.
Yeah, you're gonna run.
I just spent 14 votes in one go. I still have peripheral, and I'm as a nightcast, but I don't want to do anything aloud. I might just freaking flare up like a beacon.
Yeah, we've got enough trouble as it is. Let's not have random flare-ups, please.
Okay.
I know the nightcast can also spend... I know I could technically do it too. Just spend notes to just cloak of invisibility myself, even during a flare-up, but that's not on that risk.
Okay, now the issue is we've got a door between us and whatever's in the...
Oh,
it's a big door. It is made of diamond.
But does it have a lock?
It's made of orichalcum.
Does this door have a lock, Ray? Because remember how we were getting through all the other doors too? I had to unlock them.
I'd assume so.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do my other larceny based ability.
But on the other hand, it's kind of like, would you lock a door that's surrounded by thousands of blades?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you don't want one inside getting out.
When Exalted are a thing, quite possibly.
I mean, this is... I can make 3 motes from my peripheral pool. It's not obvious, so it doesn't have the keyword obvious. So I am really keeping the fact that if I'm not constantly paying attention, I could go. This would be very much totemic time. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Now, hold on. Do you really want to try this? Because if it decides to shock you to death,
Hmm?
remember, this thing collects lightning strikes.
Yeah, it does. But not true. Well, the dice is rolled. I mean, how else will we get the door open?
Lockpicking.
That's what I'm doing, lockpicking.
Oh, yeah, true enough.
It's not like I'm stealing the door.
Now,
That's
the
a plan.
question is, does it actually have a physical lock for you to pick?
I can pick magical locks too, because I have the charm to. Lock-picking touch. Lock-opening touch.
Does it have a lock for you to pick?
Gray said so. He did actually say so.
So is 3 not enough, right?
I must have
Try
missed
again?
that.
Yeah.
Do I trip the burglar alarm?
Yeah, so fortunately the burglar alarm is also built into the blades.
The periphery defense?
Yeah.
So basically, from across the city, there's just this whizzing as they try to get over to us again.
I don't know what's holding. I do not honestly know what's holding them. Just said the fact that they're currently in my possession.
Sheer knifey rage.
I
like how we have anthropomorphized these knives.
anthropomorphize these knives.
I mean, dumb jokes have to be acknowledged beyond a certain point, don't they?
True.
I mean, the essence of that is the transfer of an object from one place to another, from one state of being to another. So I have just transported them into my possession.
How is a matter best not considered?
Right, so door swings open, and inside is, the pretty much now standard interior tomb, except this one is all shiny and bright.
And made of diamonds.
Diamonds.
Which means actually you probably could have seen inside from the outside.
No, refractive issues.
We are we're literally dealing with Fortress of Solitude as questioner. Or was his diamonds, or was his? No, it was ice, wasn't it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Superman.
Sorry.
Superman's Fortress of Solitude.
Would this be? No, wait. I haven't seen any one object that would tempt me to try and steal it.
No, the whole thing's made of diamond. The whole thing is the object you want to steal.
I don't think you're gonna steal the entire tomb.
I don't think your collector wants to. I should steal that building. It's nice. I think it has to have logical limits.
Well, I could. I have. Well, here's the thing. I have a collection of 5 plus 5 plus 3, so 8 athletics and strength. On top of having the fact I can push it up to 11 with strength increasing exercise. So I'm getting there. I can roll that entire thing again and probably double that up on a question. So don't tempt me. On a question mark, it would be that's 5. So that's 16 strength. What do you call it? For that scene. So it would be, how much is that on the table? 16 times 5 is basically what? Yeah.
16 times 5, 90.
19. So that's
No,
19.
Sorry, did you say 16 times 5?
Yeah, 16.
No, then 90.
Yeah, so 90 you said? I thought it was 80. So I got 80 on the calculator.
Oh, in that case, trust your calculator. I'm drunk.
80. So that's 80. So it's 80 times 500. Oh, that's. Wait. What am I doing here?
We have no idea.
I don't know. Are you using a charm?
No, I was trying to see something. My brain just stopped working. Let's go ahead. No, that's 8,000 pounds. There we go. 8,000 pounds. That would be 4 tons. 4 small tons. So, I mean, this building probably weighs more than 4 small tons at the moment.
A 10-meter sphere sphere of diamond, assuming it's solid, weighs about 1.47 times 10 to the 7th power kilograms.
Ah, God. Why does everything have to weigh so much?
In other words,
Because
I don't
nails
think
are
you're lifting
expensive.
that no matter what you roll.
Yeah.
Nah, it's hard to hammer every nail, isn't it?
They're expensive. I mean, it was either make it way too much for you to lift or nail it down.
And clearly we saw nailing it down just didn't work.
Anyway, further in.
Right, so I'd say you're going to find the world's most blingiest sarcophagus.
That is, I just want to read this out because holy fucking shit. That is 14,469 long tons.
That's a very heavy object. That is very dense.
That is half the mass of a handy-sized cargo ship.
Good thing we're not running a handy-sized cargo ship, eh?
1.2 times the daily mass of trash produced in New York City.
I love how that's an example
An
of
item of scale, yeah,
Yeah, item of
absolutely.
scale.
Fucking love Wolfram Alpha.
I won't ask.
It's basically an encyclopedia search engine.
Got it.
Ask it
It's
what a dog
math.
shape. Ask it what a dog shape
no.
is.
No, not math.
All right. So further in, Gray.
massively blingy sarcophagus.
I'm gonna start actually making intelligence lore rolls just to study this place because it's fucking beautiful. Like
Yes.
from an engineering standpoint and shit.
Yep. make a
First
roll.
stage bullshit.
Yeah, you kind of realise that all the diamonds, although the kind of like the ripples look random, what they're actually doing is focusing light in on the sarcophagus, which kind of almost glows so much. You look at it, it pretty much hurts.
Why would they
It's almost
focus
like
light
a
into a
mask.
sarcophagus?
Well, remember, these tombs weren't built. They're basically the leftover like psychic juju of the dead.
Well, no, they were built. They were probably built around said psychic juju, but they were in fact constructed.
Can I just double back on something quickly there? What did you say that it was focusing into?
The sarcophagus.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How are these lenses fixed?
So wait a minute. No, it's not.
It's not lenses, it's the
entire
walls.
structure.
The entire
Oh,
structure.
Basically, it's funny. They're doing a fiber optic
wait a
setup
minute.
where the
It's hard to look at in the dead of night.
in the day.
I don't want to be here during the day.
No.
No.
This is all kind of like the abstract light.
This would be
This is
basically
starlight.
solar panel hell.
Yeah.
This is the ultimate solar panel.
Pretty much, yeah.
So who wants to touch that? Who wants to touch the sarcophagus?
Well,
Not
I'm
money about
over here with orichalcum gloves, so maybe I should. It's less likely to kill me than it is the rest of you.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my spear out.
Do you want to try to use this as a grounding point just in case you deal with any energy overload?
I was more just gonna poke the sarcophagus with it, but yeah, that works.
All right.
I will make sure I am well grounded via my armor.
We're dealing with electricity and lighting strikes, right?
No.
Yeah, no, that was outside.
Okay.
Yeah, but orichalcum doesn't just conduct electricity. It also conducts just essence and
Magical bullshit material.
So yeah, there was a lot of heat being put off. This is probably also quite a bit reflected, like light's been tracked in here since the day started.
Yeah, it's going to be toasty in here, isn't it?
Yeah,
I have
it's
a
pretty warm.
question. So this place is entirely a light sink, essentially the ultimate solar panel. So where does all the heat and light dissipate to? Is the question. What eats it all,
presumably the ground.
or what's in the sarcophagus?
Or the flying knives. Oh wait, no, those are lightning powered.
You know, if those are lightning powered or
Well,
what, but
the energy's got to get away somehow.
I mean, honestly, it could probably just be using the lightning as a supplement to this.
so whatever is in there probably could be really, really inherently chilly. Who knows?
I wanted to bet it is
Anyway.
probably inherently killy.
Chilly, not killy, but
That was the joke.
well, Gray, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, poking this as far away as possible with my poking.
Your poking stick starts to get like red hot as it approaches. Are you gonna keep
Thank
pushing?
God
it?
it's 2 meters long and I don't have to touch the bits that are closest to the.
Mm.
I don't think I have enough juice right now to steal the sarcophagus lid.
Or even that would give you some serious issues. I mean, blades are
Yeah.
dangerous. This is like
Just taking it away doesn't make it not, the surface of the sun.
That's the thing that's the thing. I mean, at least the blades had handles, I think.
I mean, I would hope they did.
Oh, they are daggers.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it did say daggers. Jars of crystal would have been a lot more entertaining for you.
Mm-hmm. That would have, but I would have needed a lot of gloves.
So what happens when I make contact?
And the tip of your blade starts to melt.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull that back real quick like.
Good shout. Good shout.
This is melting orichalcum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, this is a point I'd usually turn around and say, can we ask our resident priest to start seeing if we can chat to the spirit in here to get to let this thing down, but we don't have that luxury, do we?
Ooh, that's a point. Perception plus occult. Is there actually a spirit?
Oh, yeah, good shout.